Hello, friends. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Nervy stream. I should have put in the title, The Ones Where the Dogs Go Bonkers, because I'm already expecting the dogs to go bonkers because we've not been outside yet. I see we have a few people waiting in the stream, so if this is working, this looks like it's working, can you guys let me know that, as usual, that everything is okay to go, and then we will get started. So, what is our plans for today? So, I want to have a talk about this again, but I want to have a talk now this free shipping thing's been in for a couple of weeks, what it looks like, and what we can do to hopefully beat the system ever so slightly, because I'm always for beating the system. So can you let me know in the chat if everything sounds fine? I'm a bit nervous because I'm running a different mic, so there'll be reasons for this later on, but just let me know if the mic and everything sounds fine. Yeah, and then let's start thinking about this. Just gonna dive into the chat to say hello to everyone who's been waiting. We have Renee. Words already? 1 minute in, lost words. Renee Mundy, hello Pam, hello Renee, and Dana King, hello there. Awesome to see you all. Hope everyone's had a great week and have been creative. I don't really have much creative to share because I'm just sort of halfway through doing dogs and they look terrible at this halfway stage. So yeah. Excuse the sniffs. George on the Rocks is here and saying super okay. Right, I'm not very technological, but if the mic sound, let me know. Actually, it's you guys that have to listen to this nonsense. So if the mic sounds better than a normal stream or worse than a normal stream, or you don't care, if that makes sense, I just want to know. Because I'm nervous. Nervous with new technology. Salon Sonic, hi, and oh, my screens are going funny again. Yeah, Jalissa one and Chris retracted their message. Yeah, it was just hello from Swansea, UK. Awesome, hello there, Chris. And Wally, hello. Hello, it's me, the W. And we have Scrap and Ballot Man. Awesome to see you. Good to have you here, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. Edwina Woods, hi all, and Scrap and Mallet Man is saying it sounds okay. I treated myself. I'll show you all just for fun because it's here very precarious just now. But I have myself a little. What's that? That's a Blue Noble mic. I couldn't go all the way to the Yeti or to anything fancy, but this is a Blue Snowball. I've got a extension arm, fancy words. I've got an extension arm coming so it won't be balanced precariously on the arm of my chair, but that's what we're doing today. Yes, it's all cobbled together. Renee says it sounds great, and Wally's saying the sound is better. Oh, that's good. It's not a super expensive mic, but always trying to up the game. So, and that's what we should all be doing, trying to do things trying to do a little step better at a time. I am actually recording the YouTube for Crafty People video. That should be coming out next week sometime, and part of that is going to be about, well, everything we talk about is trying to do something a little better at a time, and everyone always says sound is the most important thing for YouTube. Excuse me. Try not cough into the mic. And also people keep telling me I should do podcasts. I probably won't because I really don't like podcasts. But anyway. Where are we got to? Dana sounds great. George on the Rock sounds fine. Wally, no reverb at all. You've got that mic too. Awesome, cool, great. We're thinking the right way. I just thought it was super cute, and the reviews looked good for the price. This is the problem if you're on a budget. We've probably all done it. Basically, I've bought tons of little lavalier mics to try and improve the sound. I've bought webcams, bought things, and at the lower price range it's super tricky to find things that are good, that even work. It's like buying off a wish. So I've bought a lot of rubbish things, and I think I'm now building up a selection of the best budget stuff for this kind of stuff. So if you ever want to know, I've got the cheap stuff that does the job without going so cheap it's terrible. That was my plan. Chris, they are great. Scrap and Palette Man, always like the sound of my voice, but it's extra soothing today. Awesome. Soothing mic. Do you know, that's another thing. This girly rant here, but for anyone who's doing anything with voice, dog scratching, told you they'd be doing stuff. Anyone who's doing anything with voice, it's always guys doing gadgets, and you hear those broadcast quality microphones with the lovely bassiness, and they show you all the levels to set up, and you go, yeah, but how do I set up the mic to cover the annoying whininess that female voices do when we get a bit excited? You know, I don't have that wonderful bassiness, so that's always, it's like, how do you set up these things? Beezer, first time joining, welcome aboard. But you love the videos, thank you so much. And I think George is goody, hopefully for the YouTube one, because if you guys haven't checked out, George on the Rocks also has a YouTube channel who is Painting Rocks. I love the name, it's super well explained, as does Scrap and Palette Man, has a YouTube channel. He's our resident Womble. He picks up people's trash and recycles it and makes money out of picking up people's trash. Awesome. Renee, love helping with my shop, Renee's embroidery. I probably won't have time to get round to doing individual shop reviews at the minute in time. I've kind of slowed down on doing that because I got overwhelmed with people asking, and I feel bad if I can't help people, but I will do what I can. Barbara, been in for a few, letting the ad play first. Thank you so much, that is so sweet. I know adverts are super annoying and I try and keep them to the minimum, but I do also like some money, so appreciate that. Wally, love to know you need new lighting. Well, I have to say, at the minute, I'm planning to move my live streaming to my proper studio, to my little bed under the bed upstairs with the painted back wall and stuff. I'm planning to move up there where I've got better lighting. However, downstairs here just now, okay, the picture isn't perfect, but this is just my sitting room with no special lighting because the camera, I should have affiliate links to all these, but that's the Logitech 920, I believe, which is not bad for a webcam. That's not bad for a webcam with no lights. I'm excited to see how it will work with the more controlled setup upstairs, but I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, for my lighting up the stairs, I've literally just got a couple of desk clamp lights from Argos, LED lights, and what you can do if they're too bright, you can either turn them away and bounce them off a wall, or you can get like the white baking paper that just diffuses the light. Well, you know, not the white, the light baking paper that will just diffuse the light for cheap. Just clamp that in front of your light. So there's the cheap plans for better lighting. It's still something I have to work on because Skin Like a Ghost reflects the light way too much, and then I have horrible problems sorting that out. Edwina, I sound great. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear I can make little changes that are making a difference. A Little Bird Blythe, hello there. Good to see you. Renee, smiley winky face. I can't even do that. So, stop, Pam. Stop trying to make emoji faces. Magdalena, hello there. How are you? Not seen you for a while. I was getting worried. So glad to be here. Sorry, been travelling heavily for work and could not even have time to take off for summertime holidays. Oh, Magdalena, so good to have you back. Don't work too hard. We need you. You're like our live stream support. It's always brightens my day to see you turn up here. And 28 views and only 7 likes. Oh, thank you, Magdalena. Oh, question! Yay, I like this. I hope I like this. Dana, very new to Etsy and a little confused. When promoted listings were told to let it sit for a while, like 30 days, am I supposed to be changing things in my listings daily to show activity like eBay? Yeah, that's kind of two different things. Promoted listings takes a while from any change you make. I noticed, like, if I change my maximum cost per click, it takes a few days of sort of growing for that to kick in properly. It's not instant. And also you want to get some good days of data so that you know if certain things are working, especially this time of the year. Everyone apart from bridal shops and really massive shops will tell you, like, views and sales and everything are way variable. So if you just ran something for a couple of days, that could have been a low day or that could have been a high day. You're not getting good data. So just set it and forget it for a month and then come back in. But yes, your actual regular shop listings, if rather than... Dogs are on the move, hope that doesn't mean a woof. If rather than... say you had 10 listings that you wanted to put up or to renew or anything like that, rather than take your 10 listings and put them all up in the one day, you want to drip feed them out one at a time. And the reason for doing this, like you say, eBay likes to see, any search engine likes to see regular activity. Google's very fond of that as well. They don't want to see a site that was created, everything done, and then just forgotten about, because the most period of time that's passed, they could be going, well, this isn't relevant anymore, this person's left, this person's not working on it. So yeah, an Etsy listing lasts for 4 months, but you don't want to just set up all your listings and then sit back for 4 months. You're better off spreading it out so you're listing something. Another thing that's super good with that is if you're testing a kind of similar keyword, a new listing gets a boost in the Etsy search. Now, when they talk about clumping exists, but it doesn't. It's not quite a thing. So if you put up 5 listings all at once, they're kind of competing with themselves. And on average, you're only going to get one of them onto the front page, or high enough, and the others will be further back. So if you did all 5 at once, only one of them would get its biggest chance to be seen and the others would be in further back places. Whereas if you did them, say, 1 a day, how quickly they drop depends on how searched for this category is, so you have to watch it yourself anyway. But if you put 1 up, it got to the front page, and then as that's dropping down, you list your next one, so that jumps up on top, so that over the course of a week you're on the front page for that search term. Then that gives you 7 days. Told you dogs are going to be noisy. That gives you 7 days of being seen on the front page, or a more extended time anyway, rather than just being up once and done. I tried to walk the dogs but I opened the door and they just looked at me and said, we're not going out in that. So yeah. But anyway, I hope that helps. In my opinion, the only exception to that I see really work is if you have a big social media following and people, you can build up excitement and say, I've got this brand new launch, it's limited edition, there's only going to be 10 of these, and when they're sold, and they're going to be released at 4 o'clock on Tuesday, and you do that, then that's a complete... If you have that kind of ability to drive traffic, then put them all up at once and have them all sell out within about 2 minutes. That's the only alternative. I hope that all kind of makes sense. Oh, Wally, you have that webcam too. Yay, we're tech twins. Magdalena, you missed me. Oh, thank you. I did miss you. I honestly did. It's kind of cool. We start to get to know names of people and stuff that come into the stream, so it's cool. George, fortunately for you, you only have to film your hands while you paint the stones. Yes, indeed. That is something I'm going to be talking about in the video. I don't want to go too much in depth, but yeah, there's loads of different types of craft videos that you can make, and one of them is just the hands down, working on things, and that's an awesome tutorial. different. Some people just do that with just text over, some people will do that with voiceover, some people can do that with your little image in the corner, or you can do a little talk to camera beforehand. There's a million different things. It just depends what you're wanting to do. But if you're wanting to build up a community, then I would say for anyone, it's good to at least have your voice in the videos. If not, the ugly mug, and you don't have to worry about not being young enough or not being pretty enough or not being anything enough. We're never enough, but it's good enough. Just be yourself, because people like to know the artist. Tammy, I have a question about tags. Does the placing matter? What tag word you put in the first and second? To my knowledge, it doesn't. That is a test I've got somewhere on the back burner. To my knowledge, it doesn't. What I would say though is, try and put my most important tag at the start, not because it matters to the search engine, I don't think, but because to make sure I remember it, and to make sure when I'm scanning through listings, it's easier to see what was it I was thinking when I made that listing. So it's saying to me, this is the most important. Now it might matter, and that's something to experiment with. Swap around your order of tags and see if it makes any difference. But I don't think it does. I'm going to be very controversial here. I don't think tags matter as much as we think we do, because when you're creating a listing, your title is important. Your title's there, the title tells you. The tags are optional, and we've all seen people that rank well without, you don't need all 13 tags. There's a reason I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cover this more. See, when I'm writing videos and then these things are coming out and I'm giving you sneak peeks. But the reason to use up all your tags and fill up all the spaces is to give you a chance with lots of different keywords. But we're only really going to rank for a couple. You're not going to rank for all your tags. So it's not a big deal. See, a listing could do just as well with only 2 tags as it can do with 13 tags if the other 11 are not ranking for anyway. But yeah, as for it, does it matter the order? At the moment, I don't think so, but I am going to run some tests and find out. It's a good question. The Plague, hello. Jalissa, hey. Sharon, you've just found me and you're implementing my advice. Oh, thank you so much. I hope it helps somewhat. George, no problem at all having a small pic of your face on during the video. No problem. I will. Here, I'm gonna just for the fun of it. Hang on, I better pull up a different screen before I do that. That's a good screen. But you can do. Is this working? You can do picture in picture, so your little face is up in the top corner and you can be describing what's going on. Back to face, which is super handy. And I'm doing all this through, we're being a tech channel today. I'm doing all this through OBS, Streamlabs OBS, which you can live stream, but you don't have to just live stream through this. You can also record video. But the other thing you can do is just have 2 cameras running, or just put up a picture. You could even, if you wanted, once you've filmed the video and you know the kind of things that are in it, you could just film yourself making expressions for each of the sections and put those expressions on in post for editing, which could be quite amusing. Or when you've edited your video together, you can put your face over, do your voiceover while you're looking at it, and that kind of screen on screen. It's always nice to see the artist. Even our incredibly messy workstations, it's good to see that. Madison, top 100% shop here. Congratulations, that's a great achievement. Not done free shipping yet. I noticed 70% in sales year on year since the 31st. Do you think this is a sign I should be participating? Competitors are split 50-50 offering free shipping. Great question. Thank you so much. Answer is, it depends. You've got to dig into your stats. Look at not just your number of sales from last year. What is more important is the number of views you got and the number of views you got from search, and see if there's a big difference in that. And also look at the terms that you were ranking for last year. Are you still ranking for them? Because I'm not seeing the free shipping doing, this is what we're going to come to, I don't think it's doing what they said it was going to do. But yeah, you've got to dig in and have a look. It could just be, I mean, since the 31st, that's what, 12 days? It could just be a dip for this time of year. I don't know how steady your sales normally are. I mean, that sounds like a lot, but it's not always the case. It could just be a seasonal fluctuation. Your entire month could end up being good. You've got to, sales are a terrible metric to use to tell if you're doing well. You want to have a look at, am I ranking where I thought I was ranking before? And if it could well be one or two listings have dropped down a search, you could offer those one or two most important listings with the keywords that you were driving the most traffic, put them onto free shipping if you want. You can either roll up the price or make them be your lost leader to bring people into your shop. You don't have to do site-wide, because not all of your listings are going to be driving the majority of your views from search. A lot of your views will come from people coming into these couple of listings and then bouncing about looking through your shop. I bet you've got return customers. A top 1% of shop, you have to have return customers. There's so much going on. So I hope that makes sense. Salon. Oh, thank you for coming back and asking here. I just saw your question in another video. Do you still believe that relisting will give us a bump in ranking? If so, is there an auto listing website you like? Right, excellent question. Do I still believe relisting will give us a bump in ranking? Yes, Etsy tells us it does, but they also tell us they don't think it's a good strategy. Now, I'll tell you why. The reason we get a bump in ranking is because the search engine wants to figure out where it should put you. It wants to figure out if your SEO's any good. Now, if you just keep on renewing to try and get seen in the search, if you just keep getting your listing bumped up to the front page, what happens? How a search engine decides if it wants to put you up high in search is it's looking at your clicks per impression. So every time someone searches for that search term, if you're in the front page, you're going to get an impression. If they don't click on that, then you're sending a bad metric back. You're going, the click per impression for this search term is going down and down and down. So each time they boost you up and people don't click on you, that metric's getting less and less, so you're going to get less and less of a boost. However, if you've worked really, really hard on changing your SEO, if you're saying to Etsy, I've done something big here, I've realised, I've looked and I've said that SEO, those keywords I was aiming for weren't that great. Could you have a look at these new keywords and you relist it? Then that gives Etsy a chance to bump you up and say, are these keywords working or are they not working? So I wouldn't pick as a strategy to keep on auto renewing. That's just going to hurt you in the long term, because you're forcibly trying to get some extra impressions when your item isn't good enough. Now there's times you could do it, like when you're really wanting to check on something, I would say possibly renew a couple of times to make sure you're seeing like at different points of the day. If you renewed it at tea time and it's a super quick search and it drops down quickly, renew it maybe a couple more times at different times of the day, but don't keep on doing it. So no, I can't recommend a site that does auto renew, because I don't want you to just switch on something and go, keep on auto renewing me. You've got to do it strategically. Don't just auto renew as your entire strategy. I hope that makes some kind of sense. Anna, hi Pam, about the new free shipping situation. I've noticed that many sellers sellers don't use it yet. Yeah, quite a lot of sellers refuse to do it. Quite a lot of sellers are in the wait and see category, and quite a lot of sellers, it just doesn't make sense for them to do it. We don't have to do it. It felt like Etsy was trying to strong arm us into doing it, and a lot of people are not going to respond well to that. So a lot of sellers have decided not to do it. So yeah, we don't have to do it. If you want to do it, if you think it will help you, absolutely do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't. And I've chosen, at the minute, I'm not going to do it. Excuse me, need a wee drink. Try and not drink into the mic. Sharon Douglas, yay, got a mention. I try and remember, I try and catch all of you. I do that. Okay, I'm laughing, but it's because I know totally. That is the thing that I love about live streams compared to normal videos and compared to like real world telly or something. It's actual engagement, which does mean you put me on the spot with questions, but I quite like that. Oh, Wally, well, good to see you. You take care, and I'll catch you later. Thank you for popping by. Sharon, is it worth paying for eRank Pro, or does the standard work just as well but takes a bit longer? Right, I'll show you. I'm going to pull these up while I'm sitting at the computer, so excuse me a minute. This is quite rude. I'm going to pull up free and pro because I've excuse me, I've got both accounts so that I can talk to you about these kind of things. I gave myself a free account as well. Well, I didn't. Anthony, eRank boss guy, gave me a free account and a paid account, so you can see the difference. I'm just going to log in while you're not seeing my stuff here. So screen. So what you're seeing here, this is the free account. This is what it looks like. As you can see, immediately there's a little banner in the thing. Obviously they've got to advertise, you know, they've got to tell you, make it easy to go up to pro. But this is what it looks like when you're free. And then my free account, my paid account, where obviously we're missing the banner. I've got this, my eRank Pro, I've got my monitored terms, tracked competitors, tracked listings, so you can see a bit different things, and sales comparison. So that's the difference on the front page. When I go back, any of these tools in the free account, so you can look at to track the changes, that's a pro account only. So let's look and see what does, where did I put it? Changes, there we go. So what changes is, I always click the wrong place, we're here to start with. So changes, I can click on any of these, why am I keep looking at the wrong things. Or has this logged me out into the free account now? Always going to happen when I'm live, doesn't it? I don't know what's good. Did I? Is that not the ones I'm tracking changes for? Right, I'm going to put my face on while I go and find this, because that's kind of annoying me. I might have logged myself out. I don't know if I can have them both open at the same time. That might be the problem. Just going to refresh my data. Oh, typical. I'm trying to show something and it's not showing it. So I might have to log back in properly to my account. That's a good question. But yeah, basically... Right, come on. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it's done when I've refreshed. Right, so I'm going to have to log back into my paid account. That explains it. I can't have both open at the same time. That makes a whole bunch of sense. That was embarrassing. I'm like, why is this not working? Yeah, so logging back into my paid account. It's a shame I can't show you in comparison, but, well, if you have the free account, then you know what the free account looks like, so I'll show you a sneak of the paid account. There we go. Trust me not to think of these things. Okay, so when I go into listing changes. Yes, there we go. I was wondering why nothing was showing up. So it shows up the items that I've chose to start tracking. Now this is a really cool one, because what it does is once per day it takes a snapshot of what my listing's like. I haven't done any changes on this for a while. Have I done any for... No, I was just randomly put this one up for tracking changes, so it's not a great example. But what it's showing you is it'll show you the title of your listing, and if there's any changes to this, anything you've added will be put in green, and anything you've removed will be put in red. So you can see when you've made a change, you can see what the change was if you want to move back, and this takes a snapshot of every day what my views are and how much has it increased every day, how much views this are getting. So if I made a change here and I looked at my average daily views were about 12 before the change and about 20 after the change, I could say that's a positive change, and if they went down I could say it's a negative change. What I like best, obviously, well, you have access to the keyword explorer, but even in the keyword tool there's more data. Randomly, don't know why that's telling me fidget quilt, but let's pull up a fidget quilt. We have more data in the one shot. As my video from this week showed, you have to click through different things to find the data. So I don't believe you get the graphs in the free account. These are kind of cool just to see the trends going on. But what's cool here is in the free account, your searches and engagement, and a lot of this data is for pro account only. So you would have to click on each of these individually. You can only see the competition. To get the other data, you can still get that data. So like fidget quilt, this is what we searched for. So you've got the data of searches, competition and engagement, but if this was the free account that would only show up competition, so I would have to click on it and pull up the data individually like this, if it makes sense. So I'm able to visually compare things a whole lot easier. We also have the trend picture of how the searches are doing over time, and we get the Google data as well, so that's cool. There's extra things to compare there. And that's what a lot of it's like. The other things, oh yeah, I'll show you while I'm here. The trend buzz, you don't get that, you don't get much of that as a free user, which is kind of cool for whatever category you're in. So paper and party supplies for funsies' sake. I believe with the free you get like about 10 or something, but you get 100 of the top 100 listings in paper and party supplies. So it just gives you more, or it makes it a bit easier. That's all there is. So if you're using it and loving it, then absolutely I think it is worth it for the time it takes. But if you're not using it that much, or you haven't really got to grips with it yet, hang around on the free. So hope that helps. Dana, how often do I have a sale? Do you just leave your sale up for a few days? I rarely have a sale. The last time I had a sale was when I burst a car tire, and I was having a buy me a new car tire sale. But what I'll tell you, I don't have a Black Friday. I was gonna call it Black Friday sale. This, to me, as a Brit, it makes absolutely no sense to put stuff on sale at the busiest time of the year. In fact, last year I'd given up taking new orders by Black Friday. I was busy enough, so I don't have a Black Friday sale. I don't see the point of them. If it's not your busiest time of the year, if it's not super busy, you could consider it, but it's the same with any sales that I've found. Until I had a good following of people, sales were pointless. People weren't seeing me anyway, and once they were seeing me, I was generally doing okay, apart from emergencies like needing a new car tire. But I think it wasn't until I had about 1,000 followers on my Facebook group that a sale even did anything for me. And what I do is I've made them limited time. The car sale, I think I did like one for helping a rescue dog. Anytime I've done a sale, I've put it up on social media and I've said, however much % off, this is running for one day, go. That's it, make it exciting. If you've got a sale up all the time, then it's not a sale. So that's my thinking. Other people's, your mileage may vary, so definitely experiment with it, but I don't find sales particularly great. There you go. Paper Crane Wishes, hello there, hello fellow crafters, hello there, and I'm loving the emojis. We've got hearts and rainbows and stars and suns. That's sunshiny. Barbara, thank you for your help this morning on eRank. You are most welcome. Anyone who's on Etsy and is interested, eRank group on Facebook is a super great place to hang out. I've found it great, friendly community. So yeah, anyone pop on over. Chat trumps. Sandra, I'm reading that priority placement won't be in full effect until September. Have you heard this? Some kind of Etsy promotion to drill free shipping before Christmas on those that have not. I've heard a couple of people mention that, but I haven't seen anything from Etsy enough to be able to bring it up. But that's right. That's what I should. That's what this was going to be about, but I got distracted anyway. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this free shipping thing. So thank you for prompting me. So screen, what I've done for funsies, this is an incognito. This is an X-Men. No, this is an incognito search opening of Etsy. So this has taken away all the personalizations, and what I've done, because I'm in the UK, you can scroll down to the bottom, and I've set it up as if I'm an unlogged in person from the United States using US English and the US dollar, because I have asked tons of people to show me. Now Etsy told us there was going to be a priority placement. They made it sound like there was going to be an area in the search bar like promoted listings, and I'm not seeing that. So let's look for a term that's pretty competitive. Yeah, can't get much more competitive than jewelry. So ring, there's, oh wow, that's 2.5 million items come up in ring. And let's see, so obviously the first line of the search is promoted listings, as it always is. Now there's nothing showing this is a special place, but we can see that yes, these are the free shipping people. So free shipping eligible because it's under the $35. This one's free shipping anyway, even though it's only $16. Yeah, so some are free shipping, some are free shipping eligible. Free shipping. That's the first two rows. So the top of the third row, we have a non-free shipping one. So just before the second line of ads, we're showing up a couple of non-free shipping ones. Now I saw before last month when you searched, there was a lot of free shipping anyway, because Etsy did tell us they were factoring free shipping into the search. Right, just for funsies, let's go needle felted, because that's what I make, so why not? So I know more about this search. I haven't checked it up very often. So again, the adverts, they're super cute. And let's see, free shipping. So the first two rows, yep, the first two rows are free shipping. This one isn't free shipping because the free shipping trumps the bestseller badge. So definitely looks like the first two rows. But yeah, most of what's on the front page is actually free shipping. Oh, there's one of mine. Yay. So it's not all free shipping. And G Felt as well, she's not free shipping and is doing fine in the search. So I'm super happy that one's never on the front page. and that's one of my ads. Yeah. So it's looking like on these big search terms, the first 2 rows are free shipping. But okay, let's try and make this a harder search. How do you spell Havanese? Is that even close? Not shop net. What have I just done? I'm an idiot. Find items. There we go. Okay. So, needle felted Havanese dog. So, and I actually get quite a lot of search results from Havanese dog and a lot of things like that. So there's only 17 results for this. So if we look, free shipping, free shipping, free shipping, I think most people who are doing needle felted are actually doing free shipping. It's not a case of they're getting priority. It just seems most of them are doing it. But yeah, okay, so this is not what I saw when I looked earlier today. You're killing me, Itsy. But yeah, the first 2 rows again are free shipping. And then, yep, first row before ads is a mixture. Yeah, so, no, that's an ad. I was going to say they haven't all. Yeah, so like here's one with free shipping that isn't at the top. So it's not. So yeah, not all free shipping is getting moved to the top. You're not getting totally hidden, but at the minute it does look like the top few rows. Let's just Itsy, you tell us what to search for. Take us on a breakaway lanyard. No idea. Come on, what's this? So there's the ads. Yep, free shipping, free shipping, free shipping. This looks like most of it. Well, I imagine most of these can do free shipping quite easily. Okay, let's pop along to a lower page just for funsies. Are there many without free shipping? That's adverts again. So still, yeah, I think the majority of these are free shipping anyway. So I'm not entirely sure that Etsy's given a special place. I think they've given them a slight boost in the rankings. Okay, leather accessories. I want to find something that doesn't have free shipping in the first line. But yeah, definitely in the third, we're getting some that don't have free ship. Oh no, it's a PDF. Of course, it's also got free shipping. Okay, so most of the front page I'm seeing in America is free shipping. So that's a pain. But anyway, but what I was going to say here anyway is, even with this, most of your shops were going to be struggling to be in the front page for a big search term anyway. So the more focused in on what your item is, your search term, your keyword you're aiming for, the more likely you're going to be not against a whole lot of competition and to be against less people with free shipping. And yeah, if you're struggling, then give it a try, but having free shipping doesn't guarantee you'll get seen anymore. So, but yeah, the idea that it's not into full effect yet, I'm intrigued about that. I'll look for some more Etsy answers on that, but I've not seen anything. Laura, hi from Canada, made it to live chat while it was live. Awesome to see you here. Frank the Tank, hello from Houston, Texas. Is it worthy to promote, I assume that's promoted listings? I have only 30 items in my store and only 3 sales. I believe so. Promoted listings have given me the best return on investment of any advertisement I've ever used in my life. And I've tried newspaper adverts, I've tried Yellow Pages, I've tried Google adverts, I've tried Facebook adverts, I've done all sorts, and Etsy promoted listings have been the best for me. Couple of points though. Firstly, immediately you set them up, get yourself in there into the little gear thing to get in and manage more settings and drop your cost per click. Don't let Etsy decide your cost per click for you, because they'll burn through your budget in the first 2 hours of the day and then you'll have no more money to spend. drop your cost per click significantly. I would recommend start with 1 or 2 cents per click, and slowly every week maybe pop that up a tiny bit and see. Now don't expect hundreds of sales, especially with 30 listings. You're not going to get hundreds of sales from turning promoted listings on. You're going to get more data. Now you'll hopefully get some sales, but it gives you data. Get in there and it tells you, if your SEO is rubbish, you're not going to get seen even with promoted listings, because Etsy doesn't know what your item is and where to show it. But if your SEO's okay, then it gives Etsy a chance to show you in places that you might not have been able to rank for. It gives you that chance to get to the top of the search page. Okay, you're not going to be there all the time, but it gives you a chance there, so it gives you extra chance to be found. And it's pretty cheap. If someone doesn't click on it, then it doesn't cost you a penny. If you've gone down to like 1 cent per click, if someone clicks on it, if they're interested enough, they see your item and they click on it, it's cost you 1 cent to find out what keyword term they found you, to find out what they like about you, even if they don't buy. So yeah, absolutely. Ads resells, hello there. Frank the Tank, should we use keywords on our title or tags? Yes to both. Keywords are our thing that we say to Etsy what our item is, and it should be the most descriptive of your item. So your title is what I call is your prime real estate. It's the most important thing. It says to Etsy, this is exactly what my item is, and it says to the customer, this is exactly what my item is. Now a keyword is the term you've chosen that customers are searching for. So if they're searching for, like I just said, needle felted Havanese dog, if they type needle felted Havanese dog into the search bar, and what pops up is a listing that's title is needle felted Havanese dog, firstly Etsy said, you guys are both saying the same words, you must like each other. But also when the buyer sees that in the search, they'll go, oh yeah, that's not a Labrador, that's not a cat, that is the thing that I searched for. So it helps you in both ways. It helps the customer and it helps Etsy want to show you to your customer. So title, don't stuff the title with keywords. Pick your 1 or 2 most important things and they're in the title and they'll help everybody. Now your tags, yes, you need that keyword that you discovered, the one that you thought was the most important thing that's in your title. Yes, absolutely have that in your tags. Your other tags, experiment with things. Do you want tags that are really, really similar and focused that just point and say to Etsy, yes, this is exactly what that is? Or do you want to try and aim for some more competitive ones like gift for mum or things like that? Personally, I'm not a fan of those really broad tags, because even if I manage to rank for gift for mum, which is going to be super difficult, the chance of someone searching and seeing my item and going, yeah, that was the exact gift I was thinking for, is fairly low. So yeah. Sharon, cool, it helps you, you're most welcome. Beezer, I wonder why some that are free shipping and ad are at the bottom. Did I shut this down totally, or are we still open? We're still open. You've got 2 areas for an ad. Well, you've got more than 2 areas now, I think. I'm not even showing my screen. But yeah, for where promoted listing, where you rank in promoted listings is not to do with your free shipping. Etsy's told us they've not changed the promoted listings algorithm. So some items that have promoted listings turned on will also have free shipping turned on. They're trying to get seen in the free shipping bit. The promoted listings, it's still going to say they've got free shipping. but they just show up where the ads are. Now you've got a row of ads at the top of the page, but you've also got a row of ads halfway down the page. There's 2 lines of ads, so that's why you're seeing that there. And it only looked at the bottom because it looked like it was at the bottom because I stopped scrolling. Eileen, you're currently starting a new Etsy shop and wondering how do a lot of shop owners give standard $5, for example, shipping costs. Is there a way to keep shipping costs down to such a small cost? It depends. It depends on the weight of your item. It depends on your postal service. It depends the country you're coming from. For example, most of my items ship for less than a £5 because they're light and small. If you have a piece of furniture, you can't do that. Some countries shipping is more expensive. What some people are doing is rolling up. If your item costs $10 to ship, but you wanted to promise $5 shipping, you could add $5 extra to the price of your listing. I don't like this, but Etsy does talk about this. Are there a way to keep shipping costs down? Shop around. I don't know what country. Well, I'm guessing you're in America with the dollars, so let's go with that. And people talk about other places like Pirate Ship, I believe is good if you have a certain size. But yeah, you just have to find the best that you can. Frank the Tank. Oh, you're most welcome. Thank you for that. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. Salon. I've watched your promoted listings video. In the jewelry category, I started with 10 cents, then moved to 20. I'd say you saw a bump in views. Should I go ahead and bump to a further 30? I would possibly do smaller bumps, but yeah, absolutely. What I did was I worked up, I think it was about 2 cents a day or 5 cents a day, but work up, and what you'll see, I was getting a bump in views, but it was getting less each time. So there was a point like going from 1 cent to 2 cents gave me this kind of a big bump. Going from 2 cents to 3 cents gave me a smaller. Going from 5 cents to 10 cents, it wasn't enough. And my return on investment, at the time, I believe I was, for every $1 spent, I was averaging $10 in sales. As I was putting the prices up, for every $1 I spent, I was averaging $5 in sales. So I had to hit the point where I wasn't happy with that. So I think I'm on about 5 cents per click just now, maximum. So yeah, go ahead and experiment, but be aware it's not just about sales, it's about your return on investment as well. George on the rocks. Sorry, YouTube's hidden your comment. Well, they've not. They've put it into review. You did say I've learned a lot about titles and tags on YouTube, but I think you misprinted titles a little bit. Yeah, titles and tags on YouTube is really similar to Etsy. So yeah, but again, it's absolutely so important. On anything, you've got to learn the SEO of the platform. YouTube, super important. You won't get seen. I have to note to self, find out this number, but there's a ridiculous number of videos being uploaded to YouTube every minute of every day. So you're not going to get seen if you just go, my funny video number 4, because who cares? Nobody's searching for that. So yeah, you have to sort things out and find out what exactly like Etsy, you have to find out what people are searching for, make the videos based around that, figure out your titles and tags that people are going to be able to find you. Absolutely. Lubislava? Oh, oh wow, you've given me a name. Lubislav, that looks so pretty. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. But thank you for your videos. I love them. Thank you so much. Let me know how I'm supposed to say your name, because that looks so intriguing. But sorry, I'm terrible at names. Eileen, you're most welcome. George, nothing to be sorry about. It made me chuckle, but it goes to show that the YouTube filter is actually really good at catching. There was nothing rude there. It just read it like it might be rude, and I know what you meant. So all good. Right, guys, I think accidentally I covered most of what I meant to cover. I'll just check I've got no more tabs that I was meaning to talk about. I was planning to jump in and answer Salon's question in the old commentaries, but she already jumped into the chat, so that's awesome. So if you have any more questions, I'm kind of winding down, but I'll keep going if you have more questions. So pop them in the chat. Hurry up, get them in the chat just now. I'll get through them and we'll be winding down so I can give you your Sunday morning, afternoon or evening back. G Morgan, you've been trying promoted listings for over a month at $1 a day. This is not working. No sales, maybe views. Right, what I'm gonna do is go into mine and show you, because I don't get sales every day. I don't think I get sales every month from promoted listings. I'll pop into this and then I'll show you. That's the button I want. Right, so I mean, in the past month I've had one teeny tiny order, but at the minute in time, this is summer. It's terrible for me getting sales anyway. It's quiet. I only have 47 listings, which is about double what I had a couple of months ago. I have been working. But I'm not just looking to get sales. I'm looking for what I can do with what I've got going on. But if I pull up the 12 months, this is the difference. I've not really changed much here, but this is what happens around Christmas time compared to what's happening just now. So I expect to get, there's less people searching, and there's pretty much the same competition as there was at Christmas, because the shops are all still there. They're all sitting going, it's dead quiet just now. But that's, I mean, what numbers? 21,000 in the spring of this year compared to 110,000. So that's 5 times as many impressions at Christmas time. That's 5 times the cost, 5 times the number of clicks. That looks roughly, I'm thinking, that's 5 times the cost to me and way more orders. So yeah, hang in. This is a rubbish time for advertising. This is a rubbish time for selling. This is a quiet time. But my average is still doing okay. It's cost me over the past year about $300, and I've made $3,000. So that's the exact average I'm talking about. But what it's good for, I can see which of my items get the most clicks per impression. I can figure out this data. I can see which ones are costing me the most and making the most money. So we said this $1 to 10, so this is hitting nicely on it. It's cost me 50, it's making 500. This one's cost me 60, it's making just 450. So that one's not making quite as much money. I'm still happy, it's still making sales, but it just gives us some ideas of what's going on. And what I love, this button here, this searched terms, and it shows us now. Don't comment, my titles are terrible because I haven't touched them because it's working, but it tells you now this is a picture of a dog, but it's a personalized listing. You can get anything made. So actually, when people are searching for a needle felted cat, Eatsy's looking, my promoted listings, I have the word cat somewhere in the title, and needle felt dog and needle felt, they're all going, as close enough to a cat. And so it's showing to people who are searching for needle felt cat, and actually when they see it, they're clicking on it. I am completely confuddled with this. The pet avocado vegan. Don't even ask. And I think that's what Etsy said. Nobody's got a listing for this, but some people have been searching for it. So it's taken a guess. It's going, well, there's pet. That matches something. So, and it's still getting a high click-through rate. This is bonkers. This makes me laugh. But this is the even better one. So needle felt dog. This is exactly what that is. So it's finding needle felt dog is in the title, and a lot of my tags are telling Etsy that this is a needle felt dog. Now this is, see when people say don't repeat a word in your tags, but look, it's picking up each time I say dog, it's going, yes, this is needle felt dog, this is awesome. So it's not penalising, it's helping me. But this, when it's seen, it gets a high click-through rate, and it's saying when it's seen and it gets clicked on, it's got a high chance, it gets ordered a lot. So I'm really worth focusing this title down on needle felt dog. What else? Dog figurine. So I can look at this and go, would needle felt dog figurine be a good title? I think it might be, because that just covers these two keyword phrases that people are loving this item for. And then we look at like horse figurine. It's not doing too great. It's not a horse. Horse sculpture, they obviously don't have much options, but it's given me ideas. And it's also telling me that I need to put up some more cat listings. So I hope that helps, that even if promoted listings didn't give me any money, they've given me an idea of what tags, how to focus in my title a bit, and I really need to focus in the title for that item. Anyway, I hope that helped. Right guys, I think we're getting to the end. Salon, thank you so much. Let's give everyone hey everyone, let's give Pam a like for this video. So thank you all so much. Yeah, if you can all give me a wee thumbs up when you leave, and I hope we can all hang out again next week. I've got the how to make money using YouTube as a creative person. I haven't fixed on the title yet for that, but keep an eye out. That's going to be my video for this week. All going well. And thank you also for the support last week on last week's video. That was awesome. That was a labour of love. By the time I published that video, I hated seeing the sight of it, but you all seem to have liked it, so thank you all so much. Right. Thank you for hanging out. Where do I switch this off from? Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. See you next time.